inside the Niger Delta.
Foremost indigenous oil exploration and production company operating in the Niger Delta, Belemaoil Producing Limited, has promised to redouble its efforts in improving the lives of Nigerians and promoting national unity and development. The pledge is a response to a special recognition accorded the company and its founder, Engineer Tein Jr., by the National Human Rights Commission as champions of socio-economic rights in the country. Correspondent Chika Bodozie has details.
At the just concluded maiden edition of the Human Rights Awards organized by the National Human Rights Commission in the Federal Capital Territory of AKUGHA, Belemaoil Producing Limited and its founder, Tein Jr., were recognized for their exemplary role in championing the cause of vulnerable Nigerians. The indigenous oil giant and its founder were singled out for the award in appreciation of their life-transforming projects, including the provision of potable water in 16 states of the Federation and the facilitation of regular medical outreach programs across the country.
I have been requested by the National Human Rights Commission to present to you this very important and historic award to you for your contributions in the water supply in the country and by implication in promoting human rights agenda in Nigeria. I do hereby present this award to you. Congratulations.
In advancing the socio-economic rights of Nigerians, Belemaoil has created jobs for over 6,000 youths in the Niger Delta and plans to employ up to 11,000 persons through the multi-billion-dollar Belemaoil Export Terminal project in Kula Kingdom, Rivers State. It has equally trained hundreds of Niger Delta women and youths in diverse vocations to be able to earn a living. In line with its vision to advance human capital development, the indigenous oil company has implemented an annual scholarship scheme since it began operations in OML 55 some 3 years ago.
We commend the National Human Rights Commission for recognizing them, for realizing that they have been able to give water across Nigeria, in the Niger Delta and in the northern part of Nigeria, without discrimination. Clean, potable water, it's a right, it's a human right. And they have gone further to provide health facilities across Nigeria, in many states, with all of their forms of health outreaches and all of that. So I commend the National Human Rights for recognizing that fantastic corporate social responsibility of Belemaoil.
We're very happy, and like they say, unto whom much is given, much is expected. This is more like a stimulus that will motivate us to do more.
The award conferred on Engineer Tein Jr. by the National Human Rights Commission is one of several laurels bagged by the oil magnate and his company in the last few months. Only recently, the Northern Youth Council of Nigeria conferred the Sir Ahmadu Bello Platinum Leadership Award on the founder of Belemaoil at a brief ceremony in Port Harcourt.
We want to tell you today, without even an iota of equivocation, that you are made of pure gold, and the Northern Youth Council of Nigeria, we are proud to associate ourselves with you. Congratulations, sir. Thank you.
The Northern Youth Council of Nigeria, an umbrella body of youths drawn from the 19 northern states of the country and the Federal Capital Territory, noted that the award was in recognition of the immense contribution of Engineer Tein Jr. in nation-building, human capital development and empowerment of youths across the country.
We try as much as possible to find ourselves worthy mentors whom we believe have demystified service to humanity. And during our Congress meeting, which took place in Arewa House, the founder of this great company was nominated to be among this year's recipients. And as God will have it, we are here today to identify ourselves with you and to also appreciate the work we are doing. We are doing towards impacting on the youth, on the lives of the youth. At a time when the Nigerian youth are facing near relegation from the national scheme of affairs, you have indeed continued to exhibit youth-friendly disposition and humane care to whoever come your way, thereby displaying an unmatched nationalistic leadership style that has given us, the youth, a renewed hope as leaders of tomorrow.
Engineer Mofo Welsh, head of Belemaoil's Engineering and Production Directorate, who received the award on behalf of his boss, promised the company's support to the youth body and other groups working for the country's unity and progress.
I, on behalf of the President, will receive this award and the certificate in good faith, and we hope to support you in all that you do. Now, going forward is a Northern Youth Forum. So some people ask, why our operations in the South, why are we going towards the North? Because we are one Nigeria. We must remove that aspect of I'm from the North, and from the South, and from the East. We are all one Nigeria. And because we are all one Nigeria, we will give you all the support and all that you need in accomplishing your vision.
Despite having recorded many milestones in its corporate social responsibility to host communities, as well as its unrivaled philanthropic activities nationwide, Belemaoil has vowed not to relent in its determination to positively affect as many lives as possible.
Well, congratulations to Belemaoil Producing Limited and its founder, Engineer Tein Jr., for the recognition of their sustained campaign against poverty and underdevelopment by the National Human Rights Commission and other non-governmental bodies.
Inside the Niger Delta.